episode 6 of Juju Infusion. In this week's show, Q&A, how I got started making video, creative fortune for you, report from the Vital Yoga Challenge, and the extraordinary yoga feat I pulled off, plus a special gift for you and much more. This week's coaching question comes from Jamie Lyerly, and she asks, how did I get into making videos? I'll explain my process for making videos, and I'll outline a couple of the steps that we often go through and how I coach myself through them. So you can apply this to making videos or writing books or any creative endeavor that you want to undertake. At the end of the video, I will have a special offer for you, a free something, a free treat for you. Step 1 is to want it. I wanted to make videos. I've wanted for a long time to have my own show. It took some time, but the desire was there and it was long lasting. So you've got to want it. What do you want? Admit that. Get clear on what you want. And then the next step, the minute you admit what you want, is fear. You feel fear. Isn't that convenient? The desire comes up and the fear comes to meet it. So feel the fear, notice all the things that come up. For me, it was, you don't even know how to make a video. Who do you think you are to want to have your own show? How are you going to do that? And then all this stuff about, do I look good enough and what will I wear and all that stuff that shows up. And challenges us when we want to go for what we want. So the third step is to commit. And I committed by buying this flip camcorder. I spent $140 on the camera and the tripod, which is a relatively small investment for launching a new enterprise or a new art form. I thought that was pretty cheap. But it wasn't cheap enough that I was going to just let the camera sit there. I made a commitment to myself that if I was going to buy this camera, I was going to use it. So that goes into the next step, step 4, which is to experiment. So I just took the camera out, I took it to the park, I made films of friends, I just played with it. I just tested it to see how it worked, and I started having fun. The next step is to commit more. So my friend Carl and I made a pact together. Every week we would make and post a video, and we would hold each other accountable by sending each other the link. So I started making videos of friends, people I knew. I made video book reviews, things that weren't about me, but that allowed me to get comfortable with filming and editing, and it took a lot of that pressure off of me to perform or produce or have it be about me. And that turned out to be really fun, which led to step 6, which was just play more. Have fun with it. If you're enjoying it, go with it. If it feels good, do it. And once you get into that place where it starts to feel good and you're having fun, you're not going to avoid it. Why would you? Who would avoid fun? Who would avoid self-generated pleasure and creativity? So go for that as much as possible. Where's the fun? Where's the energy? Step 7, make it real. I committed to my audience in my newsletter that I would launch the first show on April 8th. And so I had no name for the show. I had no idea what to do with the show. I had no idea how to make it happen at all, but I knew that the deadline would help drive me toward it. Turns out I had all the resources I need. I was studying Andrew Locke's web TV show, Help My Business Sucks, to see how he did it, teaching myself how to edit using iMovie tutorials. So if there's ever a point in the process, and there will be, where you don't know what you're doing, you don't even know how to use the medium you're playing with, Google it. There's so much information out there for learning how to do things. You can teach yourself virtually everything, and you can find resources and support to make anything happen now. It's never been more possible. So those are the 7 steps I followed through, and now I'm having a blast. I'm loving it. I'm getting great feedback. It's really encouraging to me, and I'm thrilled. It's tons of fun. Another way that I gained confidence making videos was doing a video course. Cynthia Morris's Secrets of Empowered Creativity. I address some of the things I've talked about today, but it's way more comprehensive. It's kind of a full arc of the creative process, how to begin and complete projects. I'm offering that as a gift for you. You can find it at the link here and the link on the blog. Please go there, check it out, sign up. Today I'd like to offer you a creative fortune. These are little fortunes like you would find in a fortune cookie, but they're in an envelope. So here's a creative fortune. You gain energy from making art. Doesn't take away, it gives you. I'm here to report on the Vital Yoga Challenge. Practice yoga 4 days a week in the month of April at Vital Yoga. He did it. I've got the t-shirt to prove it. Don't know what to do about the bra straps, but I like the t-shirt. It's good. So I went to the party on Saturday to celebrate and get my t-shirt and face an even greater challenge, ego. They did a yoga competition, which in this very nature, yoga is kind of an oxymoron. It doesn't really jive. But they were saying, let's come do this pose, and we're going to give a free yoga mat, a Manduka yoga mat, a very expensive, high-level mat, to whoever holds the pose the longest.
I really want that black mat.
Okay.
If I win it, I'll give it to you.
Sure, why not? So I went to the circle. There were about 20 of us, and they announced that the pose was the horse pose, which was this. Do this with me while I talk about it. Spread your knees pointing out, feet pointing out, and you're down firmly straight over your pelvis. And you're not allowed to go like this. Wouldn't that be nice? So the record from last year was 28 minutes. And when I got into this, I thought, I can barely do this for a minute in class, let alone 5, let alone 28. No way.
Look up.
Nirvana.
Nirvana.
This is it.
We did it. People started dropping out at the 28-minute mark. It was amazing. We'd broken last year's record. At the 30-minute mark, we were instructed that we had to keep our heels up, and to lower them would be to lose. Then it was down to 4 of us. Me, a 14-year-old, her mother, and a young yoga twig.
48:40.
Nuts.
I think I could do an hour. Ooh, that was good.
I'm asking myself, why am I doing this? What am I doing this for? This isn't about competitive. This is ego, yoga and ego together. A bad combination. You can hurt yourself.
Predominant thought that you're thinking right now.
I can do this.
What's your predominant thought?
That was it.
All right.
Yeah.
What's your predominant thought right now?
I'm just kind of moist all over.
I'm kind of moist all over.
Go up and down and bounce back and forth and do stuff like this.
Arms in cactus, arms in cactus. Active arms.
Patrick had to call on other yoga teachers to give us more challenging things to do, to eliminate us, but it came down, there was only 3 of us. 2 mats they're giving away. The mom dropped out, and at this point you need to know that I didn't even want the mat. I have a Manduka mat. I don't need a yoga mat. I was going to give it to the mom who really wanted it and needed it, so it wasn't even for the prize that I was in it. I think it was my ego or my will. There was something in me that just said, you will not stop. You will not stop. Finally, at an hour and 10 minutes, they said, forget it. Stop. All 3 of you will get a yoga mat. Just, you all win. We can't stay here forever.
We did it! Woo!
So that was my remarkable yoga feat of the weekend. I can't believe I did it. I absolutely cannot believe I did it. I'm still feeling it now in my thighs. And so I want to ask you, what's inside you that you don't think you have? What remarkable feat is just waiting for you to commit and apply your will to it? Leave your feat, what's inside you waiting to come out, in a comment on the blog. I'd love to hear about it. This week's journal is this little cute notebook. It's felt cover with a G on the front, the little pages inside. I bought this in Paris at a shop called Thé des Écrivains, Tea of the Writers. So last week's episode 5, we've got the comments. Thank you everybody for commenting. Who's going to win? Up and down, up and down. Or we stop on Cynthia Morris. Okay. That keeps happening. My juju's really good. I think I need more comments to make your juju better. And that was on Cynthia again. Julie Thompson. She says, your videos are such an inspiration. I look forward to them every week. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Julie, for watching and commenting. I will be sending your journal as soon as you send me your address. Email that to me. Next week's journal Juju giveaway is this cute little journal. It's from Muji, which is a store I find in Europe. It's like a Japanese kind of IKEA, but it's got these little tab dividers, and it's on a key rings. You want this, I know you do, so leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.